Hello everyone, in this video I will go over my solution to the problem named productive meeting taken from today's Codeforces round. This problem is an excellent problem on the priority queue data structure and it teaches us how to use the priority queue data structure efficiently in a greedy environment. So in this problem we are basically given n people who are invited to a meeting and each person has a limited sociability. The sociability of the ith person is given by a non-negative integer ai, and this means that the ith person can talk to at most ai people, and obviously if ai is 0 then he can't talk to anybody. And given this sociability array we need to determine the maximum number of pairs of people which can talk to each other. So for example, let's say that there are 8 test cases, and in the first example we are given 2 and 3. Then it's obvious that in if the two people have sociabilities 2 and 3, then they can talk to each other at most twice, because after one time their sociability will decrease by 1 to become 1 comma 2, and after one more time they will decrease by 1 to become 0 comma 1. And this means that the answer is 2 because we perform two operations. And let's say that the array was 1 2 3, and after, let's say we choose to do 2 comma 3, it's actually always optimal to choose the two largest elements, and I'll be explaining that in a bit. But let's say we chose the two largest elements like now, and it became 1 comma 1 comma 2. Then again we chose the largest two elements, it became 1 comma 0 comma 2, then 1 comma 0 comma 1, sorry. Then we chose these two elements, so it became 0 comma 0 comma 0, and this means that we perform three operations, so the answer is 3. And we also need to print the operations, or basically we also need to print the pairs of people who will talk to each other, and you can verify that 2 and 3 are the correct examples. And in some cases there'll be 0, in which case it's not possible to have a talk between any two pairs of people. So now let's make one key observation required to solve this problem, which arises directly from the examples as I just mentioned. And that key observation is that the optimal strategy is to always take the two largest elements. So the optimal strategy is to always take the two largest indices which have the largest sociability values and to pair them, or basically to have a meeting between those two people. The reason why this strategy works, you can clearly see, it should be intuitively clear why it works. Because let's say for example there was a 0, then we obviously want to ignore that 0 and we don't want to take it. And the reason why we take always the largest element with the second largest element is because that gives us more options for the smaller elements. So by the time we reduce these two large numbers to smaller numbers, there will be enough number of operations to do. And basically so for example, let's say that there were two very large values, 100 and there were some other numbers. Then it's obvious that we'll keep on pairing 100 and 101. Or let's say that there was a third value 102, then we'll obviously keep on pairing 101 and 102 until they become small enough, so until they become less than 100, in which case we'll pair 100 with the smaller of the two, and we'll continue this pairing until, so obviously this is the optimal strategy, and we'll continue this until the largest or the second largest number remains greater than 0. So the moment we get a number which is moment we get the largest number or the second largest number equal to 0, for example if we get something like this, or if we get the largest number is x and the second largest number is 0, then we know that we can't perform any more operations, so we'll break the loop over here. And we can maintain finding the two largest sociability values using a priority queue, because we can just pop off the first two elements, and that's basically how we'll compute the answer. The time complexity will be approximately the sum of ai, because at max we can iterate over the sum of ai values, and that's why since the sum of ai does not exceed 2 into 10 to the power of 5, this will easily work in 2 seconds. And now I'll show you the code implementing the same idea. So in the code for each test case, I've taken the value of n, which is the number of people in the important meeting, and I have a priority queue of pair intent. The reason why I store two values in the priority queue is because I need to store both the value ai and I need to store the index I. The reason why I need to store the index I is because I need to print the two people according to the indices in the original array. So to store that, I will store the two indices a comma I, and then I have basically red represents the final pairs of meetings which take place, and this is the priority queue which we use to take the two largest elements or the two largest sociability values. That's the function of the priority queue. So while the size of the priority queue is greater than or equal to 2, basically when there are at least two elements which have greater than or equal to 1 sociability value, while that is true, we take the two largest elements. So best A1 represents the best sociability value for the top element, and the position 1 represents the index at which it occurs. Then best 2 represents the second highest sociability value, and position 2 represents the index at which it occurs. And if both, then I'll pop these off because I no longer have them. I do a meeting between them if both of them are greater than or equal to 1. So basically I push best 1 minus 1 comma pos 1 and best 2 minus 1 comma pos 2, and in the answer I push back pos 1 comma pos 2 because we are doing the meeting between the two largest, between pos 1 and pos 2, which are basically the two largest elements in the which have the two largest sociability values, and I increase the answer by 1. In the end I print the answer, and I also print the whole ret array which basically stores the pairs of the meetings which happen. Basically I'll just submit this code to see that it gets accepted. So as you could see, my code got accepted. As you could see from this problem, we learned how we can efficiently use a priority queue to iterate over all pairs of best sociability values, and we did that using a greedy strategy. So I hope you liked this problem and my solution for this problem. If you had any doubts, do leave them in the comments down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.